Mr. Babito. You have to take breaks from eating the plantains. Your belly will get sick. You have to be slow. You have to be methodical like a tortoise. I want to reach in and teach you how to eat, but you'll jump on my finger very hard and I will cry. Oi! Oi, Maga. Oi! Robert. Take it easy, man. Man, he's going crazy for these. He hasn't had plantains in a long time. My boy's geeking out. You saw me walking up with him. Hey, move your head. Don't bite me. I'm gonna reach in here, okay? Do not bite me. Hey! See, look at him. He's going crazy. I've never seen him act like this before for food. Now, he's obviously always very food-oriented, but this is next level. The boy has a hunger for the plantains. He cannot be tamed with a simple banana. He needs the minerals. He needs the vitamins. Bobito, don't worry, brother. I got your back, baby. They call him Bobito. They call him Bobito. He's Mr. Burrito. He is super neato. Anyways, today we're gonna do a pine snake video. We're gonna focus a little bit more on the educational side than we ever have in the past. Teach you some facts, teach you some things about the family, the genus. I'm not really sure. We're gonna get him out. We're gonna talk about him. It's gonna be a shorter video than normal, but figured, hey, let's do like a snake of the week type of thing. We got a lot of snakes, and you know, I can get really bored showing you guys the same snake over and over and over, but hey, they're very beautiful creatures. We're gonna teach you about them. We're gonna love them. And then we're gonna come back out here and do an outro with Mr. Babito. Mr. Babito, Mr. Babito, Mr. Babito, Mr. Babito. All right, we're gonna leave him be, but let's get in there, hang out with that pine snake, and let's learn a thing or two. What do you say, guys? Hello, and welcome to Duff Does Nature Stuff. Today, we're gonna be doing Duff Does educational stuff. Now, you might be wondering, Duff, why do you have sunglasses on? Why do you have a visor on? You're inside. You look like a douchebag. Now, those are great questions. To answer your questions, I lost my glasses, and unfortunately, my eyes don't work. So, I have to wear my sunglasses inside until I get new glasses. As for the visor, kind of just fits. I'm having a bad hair day, throw the visor on, it's officially a good hair day. But that's not why we're here. We're in the snake room. Now you can hear a sound we will soon be missing, our lovely rattlesnake, causing a big scene. But that's fine, that's no problem at all. We're relocating him very, very shortly. Now, if you watch the intro to this video, you know what's coming today. Now let's talk about the northern pine snake. Now this is our northern pine snake. Oh! Prometheus, aka Mr. Diesel, the northern pine snake. This is a Pituophis melanolicus? Tell me if I'm wrong there, guys. I think that's the Latin name. I know we said we were going to be educational here, but there's only so much old Duff boy can do for you now. As you probably know, these snakes are in the same family as our gopher snakes, our bull snakes. They're really all very, very similar. Very powerful snakes. Now these snakes, they say these snakes can only get 6 feet, but I've seen pine snakes and gopher snakes well over 6 feet. In the wild though, maybe only 6 feet, so that's fair. Now we also have a Florida pine snake down here in Florida. I've never been lucky enough to find one. I have some friends who have found them. I'm not much for herping for natives, as you guys know, but we're gonna get back to that this year. You can find pine snakes all the way from somewhat South Florida up all the way into the New Jersey Pine Barrens. But this, the northern pine snake, these start in North Georgia, North Carolina. Now they're pretty rare that far south, but you can find them there. Those of you who have worked with pine snakes in the past might be wondering, Duff, hey! You might be wondering, Duff, your snake is something going on there with that pattern. You'd be correct. This is a patternless variety of our northern pine snake. Now we obviously don't have a patterned version to compare to, and I can't use one from Google Images or my video will get taken down. We learned that lesson, haven't we, guys? But your northern pine snakes, normally they're going to have black or brown blotches. Not quite saddles like you see with rat snakes, but a similar pattern, cryptic pattern, you know, keeping them hidden. They're a burrowing species. So these snakes in the wild, they're going to spend most of their time underground in burrows, hanging out, you know, down here in South Florida, they'll be in gopher tortoise burrows. Up north, regular tortoise burrows, mole burrows. Hey, what are you doing, brother? Excuse me. Hey, Doesn't mean they ain't strong. It doesn't mean they can't climb. Now this guy, we've been working with him a lot. He's a grumpy boy, but we're making good progress with him day to day, handling him, calming him down. He's loving life. Another really cool thing about these pine snakes, they're oviparous. Now most snakes are oviparous, but something that separates these pine snakes, they'll actually have communal nesting sites, which is really, really cool if you actually stop and think about what that means. So a communal nesting site, you can pretty much sound out what that means, but for those of you who can't sound out what that means, or it doesn't matter, a communal nesting site, how cool is that? That means multiple female pine snakes in one area on their eggs. Meaning, you can be out there in the pine barrens or wherever. Now again, most of the time it'll probably be in a burrow, but you could stumble upon, like in my first ever YouTube video when we found 2 Burmese python nests right next to each other, imagine that, but 5 or 6 of them, and it's pine snakes. I can't even imagine. It's one of the coolest things I can really imagine. Communal nesting sites for snakes is the stuff you dream of as a herper. You dream of coming across that. So, hey man, get out there and find you a communal nesting site, brother. These snakes are not endangered, but their population is not great. They're not federally protected, but in most states, their local government protects them in one way or another, whether it's protecting nesting sites, protecting people from touching them at all, preventing people from collecting them. There's lots of different, these snakes are very spread out, so each state has their own situation, their own government, their own wildlife agency, but almost every state where these snakes are native, there is some sort of protection over them, preventing them from being disturbed or attempting to prevent them from being disturbed. They're very cool snakes. People love to see them. People love to have them as pets, but leave them in the wild. As I'm sure you figured out by watching a few of our videos, very, very vocal, very defensive snakes. They're not intimidated easily. Now you could argue that them showing that defense is proof that they are currently being intimidated, but I like to think of it as they're letting you know, hey mother, almost said it, but I didn't. They're letting you know, hey brother, I ain't scared. Check me out. Check how loud I am. Check how big I am. I wish you would try it. I love a defensive snake. I love a snake like a cobra or a rattlesnake or a pine snake or a gopher snake, because they're just the classic. They're what everyone thinks of all snakes. I like a snake that's really, oh wait buddy, hold on there. I love a snake that is gonna scare someone who doesn't like snakes. I know I shouldn't, but I just love when snakes have that attitude like this guy, like our guy Diesel has, where it's just like, hey, once I know we're good, we're good. But you gotta earn this boy's trust. He can remember faces, so you come in here and you mishandle him one time, he's like a monitor lizard. He's gonna remember that. Getting back to their nesting behaviors a little bit. Not only do they have those really cool communal nests with multiple females, they also have some of the largest eggs of any of our native snakes. Arguably the largest. He's hissing in my ear, he's like, no, they're the largest. They are the largest. Those babies are born, they can be born over 12 inches. Now, that might not sound very big when you're looking at our 5-foot Diesel here. For a North American snake, that is a very, very big hatchling, and that's why these snakes are apex predators. They're born and they're ready to go. They're ready to thrash. They're ready to bash. They're ready to eat. They're ready to meet and greet. They're ready to skeet. They're not ready to skeet. It actually takes them a few years to reach sexual maturity. Sorry, buddy. Now, I'm going to try to show you guys something cool here, but it's tough to get. Hey! That's wrapped up in my hair. Look at this. It was a real treat there, Mr. Diesel. Thank you, sir. But we're going to try. Now, if you look. Whoa, there you go. If you look there, right at his face, try to hold him right there, you can see, look at that perfect angle right there. His prefrontal scales. You guys know what a prefrontal scale is? Look. Ooh, hey buddy. Hey. These scales right here. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this without him biting me. Without him. Hey, we're doing education. All right, listen guys. Prefrontal scales. These are the 2 scales. You look at a snake's head here. Let's say this is the eyeball. There's scales here, and then this row here, that's the prefrontal scales. Most colubrids have 2 prefrontal scales, big scales, 2 of them. Pine snakes, 4. Pretty cool. Just, like I said, guys, not every fun fact's gonna blow your mind, but they're all fun, ain't that right? Now we got our guy Diesel wrapped up in my damn dreadlocks here. Now obviously I don't have dreadlocks, but there we go, buddy. He's turning them into some dreadlocks, I'll tell you that. And we do our best
here at Duff Does Nature Stuff, aka I do my best, to give these snakes a variety of meals. Because in the wild, they're not just eating frozen thawed rats. And I've always been pretty against just feeding snakes purely just rats. I think rats are gross, I think they stink, and I think most snakes aren't eating them. Like if you find a rat, if you're a pine snake and you find a rat in the wild, you're gonna eat it, but that's not your number one choice. They do eat rodents, they do eat other small mammals, they love birds, they love bird eggs. When they're babies, they love to eat lizards. They're not frog eaters, but hey man, I'm sure if I tried to give this guy a frog, he'd eat it. A lot of snakes though, you'd think really like frogs, and a lot of them don't. Pretty weird. Burmese pythons, for example. The hatchling Burmese pythons, they do telemetry, they do lots of work with them. They go through the stomach contents of almost every snake captured. This is the conservancy doing the telemetry work. This is not me. There's never been a Burmese python documented with a frog inside of it. In the Everglades, there's a lot of frogs, there's a lot of pythons, but they get along just fine. Swimmingly, I might even say. Now back to these prefrontal scales. Let's see if we can get Mr. Prometheus to behave so you can try to get a good look at him. Hey buddy. Now, he just shed, he's looking absolutely beautiful. Not the most colorful snake, but he shines, shines. Now these prefrontal scales, we're not exactly sure why they have 4, but I don't want to use a trigger word here, but it's believed they've evolved to have those 4 prefrontal scales to make it easier for them to dig through the underbrush, through the dirt, because they are a burrowing snake. Now these snakes do brumate. If you don't know what brumate means, it's just a fancy word for hibernate, but if it's a cold-blooded animal. So these snakes in their native range, again, there's winter time. These are not a Florida pine snake, these are a northern pine snake. Up north in the New Jersey Pine Barrens, North Carolina, even Georgia, it's getting cold, guys. It's getting real cold. A lot of you live there, you know it gets cold. You ain't finding these snakes all year. They're deep, deep underground. Can lower their metabolism, lower their heart rate, slow everything down, and they basically just go dormant. They just chill 6, 5, 8 months, however long, until the ground temperature starts heating up, until their body tells them, hey bud, let's go on up there and eat some birds now. I'm hungry. I'm real hungry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know, we're going like in an hour and you'll be fine, so just get over it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, a rare video here in the snake room with no songs, maybe a little bit of singing, no penis jokes, I know, don't get used to it, and some fun facts. Let me know how you like this video. I kind of like it. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a highlight, maybe just once a week, a video kind of like this where I just kind of sit down and talk to you guys. You know, I don't have a ton of snakes in here, so it gets a little repetitive when it's like, oh, feeding every snake, oh, cleaning up all the poop. And I know that's why you guys are here, that's why I'm here. But I want to have some fresh content, so I think we're gonna start doing like a snake of the week or something like that. Now obviously I can't hold all my snakes the way I hold this guy, but we can still sit down, discuss them, talk about them, learn some things. I've been getting comments lately, people saying, oh, you know, I'm so used to my core humans that watch all my videos, which I love all of you, and I know all of you, don't think I don't. But I forget, new people watch every video, and I've been getting comments lately, hey, what kind of snake is this? Hey, what's that snake do? Hey, this. I forget, I'm not just here to sing songs and make wiener jokes. I'm here to teach people that snakes are awesome. They're smart, they're capable of much more thinking than we could ever think. Much more thinking than we could ever think? I don't know. Look at him. Look at Diesel. We've come so far. Those of you who have been with us, hey! I'm just kidding. Guys, by the way, a lot of comments, and I know, whatever. This guy jumps and gets scared about every snake strike. He shouldn't be with those snakes. I'm dicking around. I'm not actually scared. I'm not actually screaming. I mean, I am screaming, but like, brother, it's media. It's entertainment, brother. Don't take it too serious now. I got a mullet. It's not that real. It ain't that serious. But until next time, Prometheus, the northern pine snake, one of the most beautiful creatures in my collection here. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl, but that was 30 years ago. You guys seen that video? It's hilarious. Shout out Brendan Archer. All right, guys, we're gonna put this guy back. I'm going off to visit some friends today up north. If you know about my friends up north, you know you're gonna be getting some more real cool videos. But until next time, Prometheus, Diesel, say thank you. Say thank you to the people for watching. We love you. Let's think of a message of the day real quick. Let's think of a message of the day. You and me, let's think of something. Message of the day. I'm proud of you. I'm not talking to everyone, I'm talking to you. Right there, you watching this video. It was a tough year last year, wasn't it? It was supposed to be your year, bro. It was supposed to be the year. And it wasn't. So now what do? You get back on that horse, man. And you go even harder than you've ever gone. I'm excited for you because this is going to be the biggest year of your life. It's going to be the best year of your life so far. And I'm very excited for you. And I hope it happens. But it's up to you to make it happen. Be your best self. That's the message every day, is be your best self. It's the most important thing possible. Try your hardest. Love those around you. Take nothing personally. And you're already halfway there. Okay? Just remember that. It's never personal. Even if you want it to be personal, it's not. It's just you and the world. Make it happen. Duff loves you so much. Diesel loves you so much. George loves you so much. Adrian and unnamed Boa, they love you. Bob loves you. My dogs, we love you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile. Remember to be loved and love. It's the most important thing in the world is love. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna shut my mouth. I'm gonna head up north to hang out with my friends. And I'm gonna film more videos for y'all. And I'm gonna edit them videos to now. That doesn't matter. Because that's the future and this is now. Om dalila, om dalila. I'm weird. But it's okay to be weird. This is the worst outro of my YouTube career. But that's fine. I'll see you next time.